All right. Well, last time you guys decided to redeem yourselves and assaulted Rosnisi in his base.
As part of a clever feint.
To disguise the actual attack that it was.
It was a two-pronged assault. We did a feigned retreat to allow him to become overconfident before we brought the hammer down on his forces.
Yeah. 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 So he gathered all of his Yanti together in the big underground blood filled temple. And he was sermonizing to them when you lot just busted on, in. He proceeded to immediately declare you all to be heretics and ordered his entire force to attack you.
It was a one-sided slaughter.
Yes, it was. Because you guys were smart enough to have Hebron drink like half your potion supply in buffs just before you go in there. Eventually, the fight comes down to Rosnisi on his undead Hydra mount versus Ulot in his throne room. As a final fuck you to the party, he was using an unconscious Hannah as a human shield, as in physically blocking blows with her. In the fight, a unnamed party member shot Hannah 4 times trying to hit Rosnisi.
It was River. What a weird draft.
Yes, this unnamed individual, uh, fortunately, also was in possession of a scroll of Revivify, and was in fact not drunk enough to miscast it and raise Rosnisi, instead raising Hannah. And so you stand victorious, Rosnisi's decapitated corpse laying in a pool of blood in his throne room, his blood commingling with the blood of Eric and Owens, whose broken bodies appear to have been used as some sort of ritual. Hannah has just woken up on the ground, and the three of you are standing there. The soft, burbling sound of the water off to the east, giving a nice, pleasant background. So, what would you guys like to do?
Well, I'll lay some hit points into Hannah so she doesn't die again.
Sleuth's not present. That shouldn't be an issue.
I mean, I mean,
Did we take a long rest between our
No.
initial retreat and this?
no,
Nope.
because they grabbed Hannah. We charged right after them.
Okay.
We took a short rest and went right back in.
We were gonna take a long rest, but they had
Well,
snatched
in that case, then I will give her a 5th level Cure Wounds because that's the only slot I have, as I gained one from leveling up and didn't have any slots at the end of last session, or 2 sessions ago. So I guess she's gonna get a shit ton of HP.
That's good, because honest to God, you should have seen the damage Sleuth did.
I mean, it was back to
Ah,
back.
poor rolls, but yeah, 23 HP into her.
He attacked 3 times, and all 3 times
Oh.
he plagued Hannah. 3 different areas.
Maybe she likes pegging.
Yeah, so she is looking a lot better, still injured, but no longer bloodied after healing for 23. She doesn't seem to be paying any attention to that, instead, just kind of sitting there, staring at the broken bodies of Eric and Owen, not saying anything.
Is it possible to take those bodies to town and raise them?
I got the body bags.
I mean, we have. No, we don't. We'd have to find some.
Yeah,
400 gold piece, not 500 gold piece.
Rosnisi kind of went at the bodies in order to write a fake ha 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 I have escaped do-gooders.
Yeah,
Yes,
but
in their
I'm
blood.
a cleric with 5th level spell slots. I know Ray is dead. I just need 500 gold piece diamonds. We have
Do we
400
have?
gold piece diamonds.
God damn it.
Yeah, so as long as we can find 500 gold piece diamonds within the next 10 days, I can raise them. I have 2 5th level spell slots, so if we find them, I can pop them both in one go, one
Do we
day.
have gentle repose?
Not kind of my wheelhouse. I'm not typically making sure people are alive or comfortable in their afterlife.
Hmm.
That's not a Lindar specialty.
Well, Heberon will, at least for the time being, take a shroud over to each one of them and say a few prayers for them.
I mean, we could wrap the bodies and put them in a body bag and tell her we're going to raise them when we get to town. We find the material we need. Perhaps she knows where some 500 gold piece diamonds are.
I don't have diamonds on me. I don't think. I'll double check. Nope. But yeah. Well, let's cover the body in shrouds for now and say some prayers for him. That's what Hebron will do.
Yeah, all throughout that, Anna's just kind of sitting there, staring at the body like you cover him in a shroud. She just keeps staring at him. Doesn't say a word.
Hmm. Yeah.
Well, we've quarried our foe and quarried our prey. Let's go back to base and take a nap.
Yep. We can come back here to loot it later. Thunder.
Uh huh.
So we're gonna take Eric and Owen's bodies,
Okay.
and I'm taking Ross Nisi. I'm still big and I'm still swole.
Uh huh. All right. She grabbed the two bodies, the snake.
I take his severed head too, and all his shit.
Okay.
Especially that sick ass flaming sword.
Yeah. Yeah. He had a sick ass flaming sword.
And we quit the field.
Okay. Well, fortunately for you, you did in fact sort of clear the way. So you just walk back through the temple, up onto the stand, down into the hallway.
Avoiding tripping on all the petrified Yanti.
Yeah, there's like petrified Yanti, there's dead Yanti.
We didn't search his throne room?
We'll get to that. Let's
Okay. We have
let's
other
let's get
priorities.
let's get rested, get Hannah to a safe place. Get the bodies of Eric and Owen taken care of. We will come back here after the rest to pillage. Perhaps we'll find diamonds that we need.
That would be, you know, our luck.
But yeah, you've no problem getting out through the botany room, into the cave, and up the secret passage into the broken basement. And you make your way across the street and down to the main road and over to the base where Bag of Nails and Brutalia have, been maintaining your camp. And it just sort of follows, just kind of quietly behind you.
Hmm.
I mean, she's probably looking at us kind of leery because we did kill him.
But we didn't kill anyone.
She was unconscious when that happened. She is unaware of how she died.
Wait, he shot her while she was unconscious?
Yeah, she was unconscious when she was
dead.
being used as a shield.
Oh.
Yeah, Ross Neasy didn't want any last minute hijinks by her. So he knocked her out.
Which, honestly, probably a smart move.
He was not unintelligent, just overconfident.
It feels weird having that shoe be on the other foot.
Well, you make it back to camp. It's like late afternoon. But eventually the sun does go down. Nothing happens around you. And night falls. So, are you guys setting a watch?
Mm-hmm.
Probably
Chat
ideal
order.
considering the circumstances.
I guess probably chat order and Bag of Nails and Brutalia on the final.
Sure. I offer Hannah to join me on watch so she feels useful. I don't say that last part out loud.
She just shakes her head.
Hey now, I'm a cleric, not a bard. And then we watch.
All right. Well, the night passes quietly. Morning comes. You have all had a successful long rest. There's a bit of a breeze this morning. Still hot, but it does look like that there might be clouds rolling in.
I'll strip Ross Nisi's body for loot.
Okay. How thorough are you being?
Thorough.
Like latex glove treatment?
With guidance.
Look, I think we've already established I'm willing to do it to a basilisk.
Alright, give me an investigation check. Alright. Well, so you take his sword. He obviously had some magical bracers as well.
Oh, were the clouds clear last night?
The clouds
Okay,
were
clear.
clear last night. It looks like the wind is kind of
Okay.
bringing the front
Yeah,
today.
I would switch to identify then. That way, because we know we're going to be coming across a couple magic items that need some poking.
And as you're kind of going through his clothes, which are, absolutely destroyed, you do find that he had, you're like poking at his chest. You realize like his chest has got like signs of like almost like vivisection, like that type of scar right down the middle. And his chest kind of crinkles a bit when you press on it, like it makes an audible crinkling sound, like
He is a machine.
I don't think that's what he means.
More like he had some sort of surgery.
We'll take the body outside and then crack it open so and a little bit away so it doesn't stink up the camp.
Well, I was thinking of just right out the front door on a pike.
Well, we gotta check out the cavity first. Also, I intend to throw his body in the volcano. That way there's no body left for him to come back with.
What about a head on a pike?
That would still leave bits of him to come back.
I mean, there's high enough magic that they don't need bits of him to come back.
Yeah, but like, that makes it much harder. I can already see Underdark creating some like Legion of Doom out of all of our enemies. If you want the body, I suppose we can keep the body. But let's crack him open, like outside of the camp.
Crack him open. There's a pump in this.
Yeah. So what's inside?
all right. So you're just kind of ripping open the chest there where the scar was.
I'm not just ripping it open. I'm cutting it
Savage.
open. I'm good enough up with a blade. I could probably trace the vivisection scar out.
Okay. How like haphazardly are you doing this? Or are you just like hacking at the guy's body to see what's inside, like pinata, or?
No,
I'm
no.
a little bit more versed with this sort of thing. If you
Oh
like
yeah,
me to do it,
no. By all means. If you're more versed in cutting
I'd
a
like
dude
to
open,
medically dissect the body instead of carving him up like an animal.
Okay.
That would be the effect, not my intent.
Give me a dexterity medicine check.
Well, then somebody else will be better off doing it. Dexterity is terrible for me. I have
I can
apt
do it.
medical skills, but
I have better.
guidance you then.
Yeah, I have good.
Yeah.
If care needs to be
Right.
taken like that, no, I
Yes.
am not a possessed surgeon.
Ironically, I have a +3 either way, be it wisdom or dexterity medicine.
I mean, yeah, then you better do it because I only have a +1 in medicine, but I have a dexterity of +6.
Yeah, but what's your dex score?
+3.
Medicine check using your dexterity. So if you're proficient, you'd apply your proficiency plus your dexterity, or
I'm
just
not.
your dexterity.
I'm not proficient with
What's your-
medicine.
Yeah,
It's
what's your
+1.
dexterity score?
+6.
So then you would have a +6 dexterity medicine check.
You have a 22?
No, I
Yeah,
have a
from the
20.
boon that we got.
I have a
Plus-
20 dexterity, not 22.
Then you have a +5. Your base dex score +5.
But
Yeah,
I'm a
they-
paladin.
20 would
Yeah,
be
so you-
+5. 22 is +6. And yes,
So
this
you-
is a
you would be the
dexterity check
best.
using medicine proficiency.
All right, so I will help however I can help.
Well, you hold a knife. You doing it.
Oh, okay.
I'm guiding you.
All right. So yeah, you I assume you're using like a dagger.
Yes.
Yeah.
My
Yes, you-
magic dagger.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so you very carefully start tracing the vivisection scar with your dagger. And just kind of gently peeling back, the skin on his chest. And where you would expect to start to see like the rib cage as you peel the skin back, you are instead greeted by what at first looks to be like a plate of gold, but then you can sort of see the crinkling and you realize that it is a sheet of gold foil.
Oh. And what? Okay.
Yeah,
Can I remove the sheet of foil?
you in fact can remove the sheet of foil, and as you just kind of gently peel it up, because it is somewhat thin, you realize that there is in fact inked writing on the other side. That is the side that was like pressed against his ribs.
Did this motherfucker prepare explosive?
We have been trying to reach you, but your car's extended warranty.
Since I don't know arcane, what language is it in?
It is in Infernal.
Oh, I speak Infernal.
Ah, excellent.
That is a language Giuseppe knows. Being undead and all.
Yeah.
He knows Infernal and Celestial in case he ever goes to either one of those places. He can talk his way out of it.
And it appears to be a poem written in Infernal. And it says, "To the north there lie 3 answers, but only one question need be asked. The question is not yet known, instead it is brought by others."
What is 42? Okay, that's all it says.
Mhm.
I read that out to the party. And then I hand the gold paper to Hebron.
Yeah, here's a copy of it.
Awesome. Thank you. All right. What else did we find on his body before we get ourselves distracted?
That was it. Some tattered clothes, his sword, his bracers, and that crinkling sound when you were examining the body closely. That which led to
So,
this
All
mark
right.
on gold
So
sheet.
underneath that gold sheet was his rib cage and everything, right?
Yes. Yeah, and as you kind of poke about with it open, it looks like a corpse inside.
Okay. That is definitely weird. Why would he do that? Why would he go out of his way to mount this inside his chest?
My money's on Nesset.
So either he did this to himself or someone else did it to leave a clue for us.
Like Nesset.
Sounds like we need to have a conversation with Nesset then, doesn't it?
Conversation of sword point.
Well, I mean, we can church it up any way you want.
Well, Elendar, if you could identify the bracers and the sword.
Yeah, identify.
All right. So you sit there now for, I believe it's 10 minutes each to do identify.
Eat.
And identify tells you that that is a flame-tongue sword, as a long sword. And the bracers are bracers of defense.
You guys all use armor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll
heavy
wanna-
armor.
Yeah,
Oh
we'll
no,
want to save those for.
I'm in light armor. No.
We'll want to save the bracers of defense for Sleuth then.
Yes. My dexterity's so high, I have a high enough armor class. I don't need it.
All right. Well, let's head back into the Yanti lair and steal all their shit. Maybe we'll find some diamonds.
All right. So you start making your way down the road, back over. I assume you're just going for the basement entrance again?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you make your way over to a now familiar looking house, down into the basement, where the wall has been broken out, and a natural cavern leads north. And I believe all of you have passive perceptions of 16 or more.
18.
Yeah, the threshold is 16. I believe
17.
all of you have that. But in a funny inversion of our usual trope of no one having perception.
Mm.
You notice, Hebron, because I assume you have Hebron in the lead, that in the dirt there are
Well, he's good for.
a couple of footprints heading into the tunnel on top of your footprints from last night leaving.
I'll
Small,
follow.
dogged-like footprints. Somewhat draconic kind of looking.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I'll go.
Well,
The scavengers have come to pilfer the kill.
do they come in and go out, or only come in?
You only see like 3 pairs of footprints going in.
No.
We'll just follow those under.
Yep. See where they got up to and take all the loot that they've taken.
No, we're not taking the loot from them. They were so kind as to gather it for us.
Yeah, taking the loot that they've taken. I'm an honest thief. And honestly, it was our shit to steal.
Okay.
It's not stolen, it's right of conquest.
I mean, they're well within their rights to say no.
After the
They're
ass
also going
whooping
to be
I
within their
dealt to
rights to
them,
die.
Okay, I didn't say it wasn't without consequences. I just said they had the right to say no.
all right, I'll follow.
Okay. So yeah, you follow them down this natural kind of cavern, like 100 feet or so. Begins to open up to that watery area with the coast kind of going along the left. The footprints look to go north, but instead of going straight to that northern door, they seem to instead keep going left around as if to go down that cavern before.
Following.
Okay. So yeah, the cavern kind of dips to the south, turns to the north. As it turns to the north, you can see flickering light on the right wall from what look like there's some type of light source in the room around the bend.
Walking right in.
All right, yeah, you walk right in. You can see that in the middle of the room, there is a It looked like it might have once been like a large campfire, though now only glowing embers remain, kind of casting like a dim light about the room. There are heaps of dead grass and palm fronds scattered about the floor, and the muddy floor looks like there's been like a lot of activity here in the not recently, but in the past. And to the left, there's like a narrowing and then a widening to kind of make this like a double chamber, like a dumbbell shaped. And in that far chamber, you can see the glint of iron. And as you get just like a little bit closer to kind of resolve what it is, you realize that there are sets of manacles anchored to the floor in there, though none of them appear to be occupied. And to your right, heading to the northeast, is a closed set of doors.
Heading right through them.
Heading right through to where? The doors or the
Doors.
manacle area?
Doors.
Okay. Let me just update the map. Give me a second. So as you approach the doors, you can clearly hear what sounds like movement on the far side, followed by a crash and the creaking of wood that sounds very much like someone's crowbarring something open.
Underdark.
Uh-huh.
I use dramatic entrance.
Okay, so you dramatically enter. And as you enter into this area, a couple of things. First, you see that this is a like 20 by 20 foot storeroom with stacks of sturdy wooden crates, bundles of cloth and and clay amphora littering the floor. In the middle of the room, like on the biggest crate, you can see 3 kobolds pulling with all their might on this one crowbar. Like there's team pulling on it to try to pop the side off this crate. And as you walk in, I do require a deck save, as they had rigged a bucket above the door, and it is now falling on you.
Am I within 10 feet of Giuseppe?
Yeah, he was right behind you. So that's what you see right before this bucket of green paint just falls over your head. And those of you behind him just see him with this bucket comes down. He's covered in green paint. The kobolds stop and stare at him for like a moment. And then they start running to the northeast, the other hallway out of this room. The crowbar clatters to the ground. At the moment, Hebron, you are blind, though you hear the crowbar fall, clattering on the ground, and the pitter fall of feet heading to the northeast.
Blind sight.
Yeah, they're farther away than 10 feet.
I know. But I'm not really all that blind.
Well, you have a bucket over your head, so yes, you are.
Yeah, it's a helmet. Oh, I've got a helmet on my helmet. I pull the helmet off.
Okay. Please make a strength athletics check, as it wasn't just paint. They put glue in there too.
Naturally.
Yeah, there's this like sucking, tearing sound. You pull the bucket off your head. There's you can see inside the bucket. There's like an imprint of your face where the glue had started to set, but you ripped it off before it fully got there.
I'm half tempted to body slam into them so they get stuck to me.
Giuseppe is trying to not keep a straight face, failing miserably.
Under?
Yeah.
We're playing tag now. I'm going after him.
All right, then I guess we're rolling initiative.
I draw my daggers. I love days like this.
Oh, don't kill him. We'll need someone to help us carry shit.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we're running? Okay, 1 second. I gotta put my running shoes on. Hang on, guys.
No, you may be running. The rest, oh, you go first. Oh, they go
He's
first.
so
Well,
fastidious.
Gotta maintain the character. We started the boot joke. I'm never letting it go.
So yeah, they're running. They run to that intersection, and one goes left, the other two go right and out of sight. You can hear them running further away. Giuseppe, what do?
How far are they from me?
Well, you're at the door, so it'd be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. 45 feet, that intersection, where they split up. And at that point, you had lost sight of them.
Oh, that means that they've run into the two that took a right have run into the pile of Petrifianti.
So I'm a bonus action dash up to the corner. Up the 45 feet so I can see. What do I see? I have 15 feet of movement. Bonus action dash.
Okay, yeah, so you bonus action dash, running up to that intersection. To your left, you can see that ramp heading upwards, and you can just see like the bottom of one of the kobold's feet as he's running up there. To the east, you can see the four-way intersection, and it sounds like one of them went north out of there. But you also see to the east that that door is now slightly ajar when it wasn't before.
Huh. So, are we pursuing or what?
Yeah, we're tactically acquiring minions.
Mhm.
Okay, well, I'll follow. I'll go into the room with the door that's ajar. See what's in there. I'll move
Okay.
because I have 15 feet of movement left. So I'll move up there.
All right. Well, 15 feet of movement left would get you 5. Would actually just get you to the four-way intersection. You wouldn't be able to get to that door just yet.
All right.
So you came out of that angled hallway, not the straight one.
And I am where?
So
Where?
You started at the double door to the bottom left.
God.
So it was a
Got
45
it.
feet dash through that angled hallway to where it meets the hallway with the ramp and the door.
Uh-huh.
And with 15 feet left, you'd be able to get to the center of that cross intersection, but you'd still be 10 feet from the door.
Okay, well then, okay, a bonus action dash. So I'm gonna action dash and continue to chase.
Okay. So you continue the chase as you barge into that, I assume you're just barging in, knocking that door aside.
Yes.
Okay. As you knock the door aside, you realize that you've come into a 20 by 20 room with a rickety wooden walkway that threads around the edges of the room, surrounding a deep pit in the center, with foul odors wafting up from below. And I will, in fact, need a dexterity save, as you just kind of ran in here, and this is a narrow walkway. You have to be able to stop in time. But you do see the kobold, 20 feet away at that point, along the north wall. It's kind of yeah. So yeah, you barge in there, skidding to a stop before you end up going over. There's no railing. It's just you go over and into this pit.
Yeah.
And to the north, actually you'd only be about 10 feet away from you, is this kobold that just looks to be booking it along this wooden path. You can see that there is another opening to the east as well as to the south.
I'm gonna tell him, come on back, quit running. I'm not gonna kill him. Just come back. Being as persuasive as I can be.
Are you lying?
No, I am not going to harm him. They told us we were to catch them to bring them back. But if he thinks I'm lying, I can roll deception instead.
No, it's just whether you're rolling deception or perception. That's why I was asking. So yeah, go ahead and make a persuasion check. Yeah, he kind of turns, looks at you, his big, eyes. Really?
Yes, really.
Uh,
We need people to help carry luggage. We're not going to harm you. Just help us carry stuff out of here. We'll give you a cut and send you on your way.
Okay, that sounds good. Yeah. Well, it's good for me anyway. I don't know if Rip It or Tag It are going to be in for it, but I am.
Well, if my friends come back without them, then you know that they did not go along with it.
You see the goal just shrug. Fewer ways to split the loot then.
Smart man.
Damn, they ruthless.
All right, so me and this kobold that I have befriended are going to start heading back towards you.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that was your turn. Hebron, what do you do?
Success from me. What do y'all got?
All right. Hebron's gonna haul ass. Let's see. Giuseppe took a left or a right.
He went right.
Okay. I'll also go right.
Okay. Well, from your position, it is 40 feet to the end of that angled hallway where it would meet up with the main hallway.
Action dash.
Okay. So yeah. So you get up there and you can see to your left is that ramp. Top of the ramp, you can see the kobold running for it. To your right, 15 feet would be to the center of that cross intersection. And 25 feet is that open doorway with Giuseppe standing in there. What looks to be having negotiated at least one's surrender. So you've spent 40 feet to get there. What do you do? You can hear that one went north, one went up that, and you can see the feet of the one that went up the ramp.
Hebron's gonna go for the one that went north through the wreckage of my passing.
Yeah. All right, so you move the 15 feet over to that four-way intersection, and you can see at the north end, like just getting to the bottom of the steps that lead up into the temple complex, is this other kobold.
Oh, yeah, Hebron will shout after him. Something similar to Giuseppe. We're not looking to kill you. We're looking for help for looting this place. Can't carry it all out on our own.
Okay. Make a persuasion check. Well, by the way he seems to be hurrying up, he doesn't seem to believe you. Anything else on your turn?
No, I'll just keep following.
Okay. Elendar? So you're back at the doors.
I'll dash up my 60 and go for the third one.
All right, so you're turning left to start heading towards the ramp. So it's 45 feet to the end of that angled hallway. And then you'd have 15 more feet, which would get you to the bottom of that ramp heading up. And you can see very clearly at the top of this ramp is this kobold. You know, it looks like there's a room up there.
Yeah. And I'll call out in Draconic. Hey, we're not looking to hurt you. We're looking to hire you.
Make a persuasion check.
All right.
And he seems to stop and look down at you and speaks in Draconic. What's your offer?
10%.
Only if you go first.
Well, if I go first, then it's 5%, and it's only of valuables.
No.
Well, best get running then.
Anything else in your turn?
Nope.
Yeah, you see him just book it to the right. When you lose sight of him, you can hear him just along the floor. The one over by you just said he just kind of walks up and's like, well, okay. Equal cut then. And holds out like a clawed hand to you. Well, Hebron, you see that one to the north, legging it up those steps.
On the left?
Well, to the north, the way you went. And he goes up there. You hear pat pat pat, like a stop, off into the distance.
All right, have a nice day. Enjoy not getting a cut of the loot.
Well, Giuseppe, what do you do?
I lead my new friend, back to where the rest of the party started from, where they were digging around in the box.
Okay, yeah, so you just start walking back that way. You can see Hebron running up to the north, Elendar at the bottom of the ramp.
Okay.
And
I tell
as the kobolds walk back and kind of sees what the other two are doing, he just says to you in common, Giuseppe, yeah, Rippin and Taggart aren't that smart. You really don't need them. I should be enough.
Who's to say? If my friends are persuasive as I am, it shouldn't be a problem, but they're probably not. So we'll get it done either way.
You the boss. Hebron, what do you do?
Yeah, I'm just gonna start walking for the throne room.
Okay. So you start. So you're not running. You're just walking.
Yeah.
All right. So you start walking. Starting up those stairs. Elendar.
How far up the ramp is the turn where he disappeared?
It was at the top of the ramp. The ramp is 20 feet long.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the top of the ramp, see if I have line of sight on him.
Let's see. So he would go about. So you get to the top of the ramp, which is like this 20-foot wide pillared hallway. The door opposite you closed, and it looks like it goes north to like a large, like a staging area.
Mm-hmm.
Beyond which you can see that it narrows, then opens again, and you can see what looks to be a set of large engraved doors set into the north face.
Do I see any kobold-like beings?
You do not, but you
Hmm.
do hear his footprints. Like hear his footsteps.
Okay. Does it sound like it's just obscured from vision, or is it like further away than I could get line of sight on if I moved another 10 feet into the room?
Uh, more like he got around a corner.
Which corner?
The close one. I'm updating the map. Give me a second to show you because
Yeah,
it's somewhat
okay.
complicated geometry.
All good.
Oh, oops. There's like a whole back section, which I forgot to unmask.
Okay, so I'm coming in from that bottom right.
Right, yeah, where you can see at the walls of this hall, they've got like giant reliefs of serpents and Yanti worshippers performing profane acts. We've got this large area in the middle. Each of those pillars kind of carved to look like giant serpents holding up the 20-foot high ceiling. And in the center, you can see that there's a large 18-foot high statue of a coiled cobra facing away from you to the north. You can make out what looks to be two wagons kind of parked in the corner. And it sounded like he went to the right, like he's just around that corner north and to the right, heading for that hallway to the east.
All right. How far is that corner from me?
That corner from you currently is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40, 45 feet.
All right. Then I am going to cast a 3rd level spiritual weapon at that corner and
Okay.
have it attack him.
All right. Let me just check something.
He would have to be in melee. It's a separate action, bonus action to move it. It can attack. I don't need to see him.
Right, but it's well, I was checking. Like, apparently, it's not like it's an autonomous weapon. It's you directing it, so it's still the attack is at disadvantage because you can't see the target of it.
It
He's a
doesn't
better.
say anything about me requiring to see it.
You
You
don't
can
have
make
to
a
see
melee
it.
spell attack
Yes.
against a creature within 5 feet of the weapon.
Yes.
That would assume the weapon has its own sensor to
It
attack.
does not. Spells are specific when they say that like it's an autonomous. This isn't. You're essentially creating an object that you're remote controlling.
Okay.
It's not autonomous. That's also why it doesn't. That's why also it doesn't give attacks of opportunity against it.
Oh, I assume that because it was a 2nd level spell.
No, it's well, yes. If there are spells that do summon higher level things like Mordenkainen and Sword that are like actual, they're under your control, but they are their own thing. And
Okay.
typically, when spells create something that has its own senses, the spell tells you that.
Well, that's never come up before, so.
Yeah, this has never come up before. That's why I'm explaining my reasoning. That still hits the kobold.
I kind of figured he was right around the corner.
He was right around the corner.
Well, he's in a bad day. Oh, and then to get the extra D, I need to go up to 4th level, wouldn't I?
Yes.
I was intending to upcast it or whatever, so yeah, I need to go +2. I forgot this is the +2 one of the shittier ones.
Okay.
12 force damage.
Uh-huh. There's a bit of a scream followed by a plop sound.
All right.
Followed by glass breaking and tinkling.
Well, I'll use my movement and action to get up there and see what exactly happened.
Yeah, so you run up there. And yeah, there's this kobold that you just stabbed right in the back. And it looks like he was fumbling with a potion vial. And when you killed him, he fell on it. You can see like this like purple liquid sort of seeping out around his body, mixing with his blood.
Well, if I can find a spot of that's not covered in blood, I'll cast Identify on it to see what I lost. I think we're out of initiative.
Yeah, we're probably out of Inish. So you're looking for a spot that isn't contaminated with blood, and you're just having trouble finding some. Like it looks like it's all contaminated with blood.
Well,
You still try to poke. Okay, you cast it anyway. And so you kind of stick your finger in the mixture and spend 10 minutes chanting over it. And it tells you that the liquid that it is blood that has been contaminated with potion of invisibility.
Huh. That would be why I was having trouble getting a lock on it. But I'm
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, well, I grab the corpse and start heading back towards the Faji.
All right, yeah, you pick up the sodden corpse. The front's like all like purple, like you just dunked him in like off-brand chemical toilet material. And yeah, I assume you guys are all meeting up at the storeroom? Or, Hebron, you said you were going
Yeah.
for the throne room, right?
I'm going back to the storeroom. That's where we were.
Right, but Hebron told me he was going towards the throne room, just at a walking pace. Is that correct? That's what you're doing?
Yeah, just taking a quick look, making sure there's no one fucking around in there.
Okay.
Like another group of kobolds.
Yeah, so you walk down there. Just start walking towards the throne room. Yeah, you can take a look in it, and it looks much the same as you left it, with the blood smeared on the floor, the water burbling to the east. That's when you hear the double doors behind you slam shut.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, when you look down that hallway, yeah, the doors are just they're closed.
Gonna give him a good push.
Yeah, you get up there. They have a bit of give to them, but it feels like somebody improvised a barricade on the other side. Like the movie trope where they shove the broom handle through the door handles.
Mm-hmm.
Feels like someone did something like that on the other side.
I fit the adamantine blade through the crack in the middle of the door.
Okay. Yeah, so you kind of fit in there and just kind of swipe. You hear tink tink, this metallic sound hitting the ground. The door swings open. You can see on the ground 2 halves of a short sword that you just cut in half effortlessly because it was crude. And there, just staring at this event, slack-jawed, is this blood-covered kobold with a streak of blood leading right to the fountain at the base of the balcony that Rosnisi was on. He was hiding in the blood. And he's just staring at this slack-jawed what the fuck am I supposed to do now?
I still have glue on me, yeah?
No, the glue was all in the helmet.
Oh, okay.
Well, the bucket, I should say.
Well, so he's right in front of me. I'll be like, "Oh, great to see you. I'm glad you changed your mind and decided to work for us."
The kobold kind of looks at you, looks at the sword, looks at you, looks at the blood fountain. Yeah, yeah, I'll work for you. Sure.
Excellent.
So, what's the job, boss? Gotta find some people for you to, keep the blood flowing?
What? Oh, no. We killed everyone already. Used basilisk, slaughtered those guys over there. That guy got shot by one of River's arrows. Yeah, it was a blast. Rosnisi's dead. Took his shit. So yeah, we're just stealing the last of his stuff.
So you're not claiming this place for you? You're not gonna live here?
Oh no, we're not going to live here. No, but we are going to take a bunch of Rosnisi's loot because we killed him.
Well, that's fair.
I thought so too. So we'll just take care of moving his stuff out, and then you guys can move right on in. Of course, we wouldn't dream of stealing all the supplies. After all, there's only so much we can carry.
Right. And I'll need some supplies to, form my new kingdom.
Is this one with the wings?
No, this isn't the one with the wings. But they're all ambitious little shits, and you're dangling a dungeon in front of him. He's like, yeah, I'm totally going to need this dungeon. This is mine now.
Excellent, excellent. Yep. I can see it now. You can change
As long as
those
he can
giant
hold it.
snake heads to dragon heads. Just a little bit of wood scaffolding already, but plaster, red paint. Yeah, I can see why you'd want this place. Well, let's go meet up with everybody else.
Oh, you already disposed of the others then?
Oh no, we split up to get you guys. Maybe they were disposed of. Maybe they've been recruited. Who knows?
Ah,
You guys can sort out if you guys don't want each other to live among yourselves.
well, you can't trust them, right? He says you guys are starting to walk back.
Gasp! Really?
It's true. They're lying, conniving, thieving little shits. I thought the place was abandoned. That's why I came here. I thought you were the owner, the new owner, and you were going to kill me. That's why I ran.
No. See. Here's the thing about adventurers. We're not really interested in.
You're not interested in what? You got off there. Gilbert? Oh no.
Gilbert died.
He died in the middle of conversation. What the hell?
The snow took out his internet in the middle of the conversation.
Yeah, my internet just got back. What?
So you said
Adventures are not really the Blink.
Yeah, then he just cut off. Like you fell into his cunningly disguised pit trap. So what was the rest of your statement? Did we lose Gilbert again?
I do believe he came back for all of a second, and then his internet said, haha, just kidding. Yeah, he's got an exclamation point next to his name.
Oh, it went away. Gilbert, are you with us?
I'm here.
You don't sound like you're all here. You're missing at least half your bandwidth from the sound of it.
I think he switched to his phone. Mike's different.
Com check.
Oh, much
There
better.
you are.
There we go. All right. So I was telling the kobold, next time a group of adventurers show up, instead of fighting them, you might be able to just bribe them with treasure into your real estate.
Uh-huh.
And real estate will naturally accrue more treasure in the future, so you can spend it in order to not lose the entire base of operations.
I see. This would be relating to this thing called farming you guys do, yes?
Exactly. You guys farm the dungeon for treasure in the same way that a farmer farms for crops, or we farm dungeons for XP.
That's very good to know. We've always just sort of taken everything and then sat down and ruled over it, so.
What, insight check this little guy?
Let's just say this guy failed his insight check, and he fully believes that if he leaves the dungeon alone, it will just naturally spawn treasure for him. That's what he believes now. Like a farmer tending a field.
Oh, that's great. Never mind, Hunter. I was concerned I had planted like dangerous ideas in his head. No.
You
No, I
did, but not of the kind you're worried about.
Oh man, the next group of adventurers come through here are gonna have an interesting time. Alright, we'll get back to the rest of the group, presumably at this point.
Yeah. Right. So you guys walk back into the storage room. Hebron and Taggett being a little bit slower than the rest of you, since you took a bit longer. And as the blood-covered Taggett walks into the room, he kind of just pulls on your the side of your pants there, Hebron, and points at Shoot It, and says, "See, I told you, you can't trust him. He's already plotting with that guy for your demise. I can see it in his eyes. You need to take him out before he convinces that guy to try to kill you."
Oh, no. See, that's exactly what I want. Need to know if Giuseppe's truly loyal. See, with adventurers, here's another thing with them. They can't just kill each other. They have to have a cause, an appropriately displayed action, say stealing from each other, before we can actually do each other in. Otherwise, all kinds of consequences and curses. No one will let you forget that you're the team killing fucktard who team killed.
Well, if the fucking shoe fits.
Meanwhile, over by Giuseppe, you just hear Shoot It just sort of facepalm a bit and like, well, there goes another share. As he sees Taggett walk into the room.
Well, I look at him and goes, well, accidents happen.
So you're thinking what I'm thinking? As he looks at you, Giuseppe.
I'm just saying accidents happen. You know how that is. A slip here, a fall there. These things happen.
So I get the little one, you get the small one? Yeah?
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Suddenly I begin to understand why kobolds haven't been able to overcome the kingdoms of man.
Without a strong influence of something like a dragon to lead them, they kind of naturally devolve into this backstabbing culture, yes.
Oh, it's delightful.
Their rivals in Dragonblight have betrayed them yet again.
With any luck, we'll make them kill each other before we get everything out of here.
Oh man, you've oh man, they're a little scaven now. Oh, they're so good. All right. Let's
Just
take
throw the
stock
corpse
of
of the other one at Hebron. This one didn't agree.
You throw in the middle of the room, and Shoot It just immediately goes dibs, starts walking over and starts pilfering the corpse, and you just hear Tag.
I grab him by the collar.
Wow, you already called it?
No.
Oh well, the dibs. Then he just
We
gestures
don't
at the body.
Tib. We don't dibs.
You don't?
We share. After we're done. And everybody will get their fair share.
Okay, yeah, I got it. Uh-huh.
As everybody in the party's passive was high enough to hear the kobolds whispering to the two Hebron and Giuseppe parts. So we're fully aware of their perspective. So yeah, they're just winking and nodding, and we're just like, yeah, we're probably gonna fucking kill you. But anyway, thanks for the help.
This is so good. I'm just picturing like this big group set of like winking and nodding at each other while occasionally sneering at a different member of the circle.
Right. And you have to remember, for kobolds, this is subtle. Yeah, they have a passive perception of 8.
Yeah. What's Hebron's deception? Just curious. Like just your base deception.
It's flat.
Oh, you
Hebron
have a flat?
Hebron is
So
completely
yeah, you have a
average in
you have a
charisma.
passive deception of 10. Whereas, me and Giuseppe, I mean, I have a 7 in deception, and
I have an 11 in deception.
Yeah, I have an 11 in persuasion and 7 in deception. So
I have
me and
11 in
Giuseppe are
both
just
and
coaxing
expertise.
these guys into killing each other, and we're all just smiling and nodding along.
Yeah, we're not really nice people.
I'm a
I
nice
mean,
person.
Well, the
I mean,
organization
I
that
have-
we come from, Giuseppe, that's exactly what we do.
I know.
We don't do our own dirty work. We pose as fucking humanitarian efforts to assassinate people. We're like the CIA's worst nightmare.
Yeah.
And then Hebron, he's just a dude.
Yeah.
All right.
Some guy we
Yeah.
found on the side of the road with a fucking sword. Oh, I got a fucking meme for that. Hang on, where's my phone? I've been saving this one. Ugh,
Ooh.
1 second.
Is it finally aged?
It's a good one. Da, 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 da. There we go. Cue the music. Some random guy with a sword. He's been in a dungeon or two. Anyway, so we're socially coaxing these kobolds to kill each other. Meanwhile, let's start looting. Gilbert, do your thing.
Oh yeah. Yeah. We're gonna search this room.
Okay, well, make an investigation check.
And under what are the two alive kobolds? What are they calling each other?
Tag it and shoot it.
Okay, so
The dead
S&T are
one was
still
Rip
alive.
It.
Okay, yep. I was just calling them by letter in my head, but I didn't remember which one died.
Yeah, Rip It died. Shoot it is the clean one. Tag it's covered in blood.
All right. Can I get guidance from you?
Yep.
Ellender?
Yeah, you search the shit out of this storeroom. So, as you're kind of going through some of the smaller stuff, you find that there's like 50 bolts of cloth, 6 crates containing bronze bars. 3 barrels of salt and spices, 3 chests containing rope, oil, lanterns, paper, and blankets. Basically, enough supplies to make 5 explorers packs.
Alrighty.
You also find a like wrapped in kind of wax paper, kind of kept out of the way, a large, or sorry, 10 like blocks of this really like weird looking incense. You've seen incense. This is like like the have you ever seen like at like the mall, like those stores that are like very obviously advertising goth incense, which is just incense that has like food coloring added to it to make it black?
I can't say I've ever seen that, but I have no trouble picturing it.
Well,
Oh, you haven't shopped at Hot Topic then?
Of course not. I'm Gilbert.
well, that's what this looks like. It's like incense but black colored.
Oh, I can restock my supplies.
Eleanor,
How many
the
blocks?
Hot Topic elf.
10 blocks of black incense.
My incense is also black.
Just like your soul.
If I had one.
God damn, that's edgy.
Yeah, it goes in his pack right next to like the like white face paint and the black eyeliner.
But no, Lindar just wears makeup. Like normal makeup.
Sorry, just going along with that whole, you're actually a goth and just no one's noticed this whole time.
The fucking fighter feature that I have at level 7 finally dings back that he's emo. Alright. Well, Hebron will tally some stuff on a sheet here and be like, alright. So we'll have to split things up that way. Okay. Alright, gentlemen, let's move on to the next room. Now that we're getting our
Would you like me to
itemized
post
list
in
going.
chat what you found?
Yes, please.
Okay.
And the kobold corpse.
We just got to make sure we don't teach the kobolds like actual adventuring loot etiquette. They might become dangerous.
Why? We
Well,
hired them to help us haul the loot. We didn't say what the end of that contractual obligation was.
that is a good point. And I
We
suppose
never lied to them.
I suppose Under's kobolds are also like actually just like fundamentally evil. So alrighty.
So, yeah, so this is all that you find in the room. What are you doing with it?
Just itemizing it for now. We'll come back and handle the splitting up later. All part of the adventuring process.
This room is reasonably close to the entrance exit that we've been using.
Yeah. This will be the
Yeah, we'll
like
just use this as
staging
a
area.
dumping room. Yeah.
Exactly. No sense moving the storeroom out of the storeroom.
Yeah, that seems reasonable.
Do they have pallet jacks in here?
No.
Yeah, but there's too many zip ties.
All right, let's head up the hallway, up the ramp, and into the pillar room.
Okay. Yeah. You hang your left, head up the 30-foot tall ramp. It's actually quite steep, like 20 feet forward, 30 feet up.
Damn.
That's what the map says it is.
Are those possibly backwards?
No, it's just a steep ass ramp.
Huh.
I think they were using staircase measurements for it and then decided to make it a ramp. Anyway. Don't.
Maybe it was meant to be a staircase. They just didn't put the extra lines in.
No, it's very clearly drawn as a ramp. Yeah, whatever.
That's exactly what they said when the architects were working on it. Common sense says this is probably a set of stairs, right, boss? No, it's clearly a ramp. Get to make it a ramp. Alrighty. What do we see in the pillar room?
So yeah. So the walls of the pillared hall bear reliefs of giant serpents and its Yanti worshippers doing, fell and terrible things. Kind of cross and a bit to the north is a closed wooden door. The hall continues to the north, again lit with these like magical globes kind of set into the wall. Kind of fill the area with a greenish tinged but bright light. To a larger room where the four pillars carved in the likeness of giant snakes holding up the ceiling 20 feet ahead, the middle of which is an 18-foot high statue of a coiled cobra facing north, away from you. You can see 2 wagons parked in the northeast of this large room, and an empty pen to the northwest. To the west are a pair of darkened alcoves. And through the 10-foot wide opening to the north, you can see, also lit by these magical globes, a gigantic set of bronze doors closed.
All right, so let me make sure I got this right. There's the doorway that clearly goes into and out of the dungeon. There's some pens and alcoves, and then another door.
Correct. So you guys came up that ramp to the south of that pillared hall. And I just kind of progressively described everything as it goes further north. Because you can see all of that. It's all brightly lit.
All right. Well, then, let's start with that door on the west.
Okay. You walk over to the door on the west.
Mm-hmm.
So you're standing in front of this door.
I open the door.
All right, so you...
using my hand.
Okay, so yeah, you go to the doorknob, turn the doorknob, and push on the door. The door apparently doesn't have hinges. It just sort of falls forward, landing on the ground with a loud clatter.
The fuck?
Beyond, you can see it's a 5-foot wide atrium, 10 feet long, that then opens up into a 20 by 25 room with gleaming scimitars, serpent-shaped helms, and scales and suits of scale armor, which cram the racks in this vault. Large bones and horned skulls litter the floor, and a shield made from the shell of a tortoise hangs on the far wall. A large skeletal serpent slithers out from behind the racks, raises its head, and says in common, "These will tells us the passphrase. So Ukurlamahu has spoken." And then it just stares at you. When I say skeletal snake, I mean it's doing this.
I see. Heberon is going to lift up his faceplate and inhale like he's about to respond. And then say, Klaatu Barada.
They has failed to utter the password. One of 3 they have used. Then we strike. They will tell us the password, or they will die.
Hydra.
They have not uttered the passphrase. A final chance they have to save their lives. They will say the passphrase, or I shall feast.
The passphrase.
Roll initiative.
Roll initiative!
Hey, it was right!
This is a skeleton monster, right?
Yes, it's a skeletal snake. Eleanor?
Yep.
Roll initiative.
Yep.
I mean, it might not make it to your turn, but it might. You never know. I mean, stranger things have happened. Goes on 4. That is not good.
All right, well, Giuseppe?
Well, since negotiations have been short, I suppose I will shank this thing a few times. I will
All right.
rush up to it and shank.
Okay. So you run up to it. One hit.
$32 points of magical piercing and radiant damage.
All right. Yeah, you bloody it in your one blow.
And I hit it again.
All right. Hit.
Magical piercing and radiant damage for my second.
Well, it is near death.
That is all I can do.
All right, its turn. Well, it's going to, as a bonus action, utter a magic word. And you begin to see the bones that were littering this vault begin to reassemble themselves. A pair of Minotaur are now standing on either side of you, Giuseppe. And then it uses its action to cast a spell. As a stroke of lightning blasts out from it, and I need deck saves from all of you.
This is where I should be rolling initiative.
Probably.
Aura.
My aura's a +1.
Oh, and River needs to make a deck save.
Oh,
Because of lightning bolt.
Did I put Discord?
Oh, and this is a spell, so everybody in my aura has resistance to spells.
Well, only Taggart failed the deck save. Everybody else passed. Or half damage.
I should probably roll one for the Drake.
Quarter damage.
I suppose that solves our kobold problem.
Well, so, yeah, at the back, you see the two kobolds dodge. One gets hit. You briefly see a skeleton, and he flops to the ground, a charred wreck. The other, who lands prone on the ground away from him, looks like he was particularly evasive, points and laughs.
Is that the one I befriended?
Yeah, that was Shoot It that survived.
Then I yell at him, one less to split with.
And you hear him call back, I got mine, get yours!
So 28, half that's 14, half that again 7.
My comms been a little screwy. That's the lightning bolt?
That was lightning bolt damage. You did pass it for half. Barely.
Oh, reaction. I pass for none.
I mean,
I just
And then
block it
Giuseppe's
with the
thing
shield.
halves magical damage.
and then I have
Yeah.
magical damage, so we could barely take anything.
0, 2 is still 0.
Yep.
Hooray for mathematics!
And then Giuseppe, those newly formed Minotaur skeletons are going to swing their axes at you. Does a 24 hit you?
The 24 will hit.
Okay. It hits you for 25 points of slashing damage.
As a reaction, I am going to uncanny dodge. I can have as a react. I'm on uncanny dodge deck, so I'm gonna take half damage.
Okay. And that is it for them. Hebron.
All right. I'm going right for the bone snake.
Yes, I mean, yeah, I've got kill the bone snake. You use your flaming sword to whack him.
What? No, I'm using the one that's good at killing undead for this one.
Oh.
So you're running up in there?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Bone Snake. That is a hit and a crit.
Woohoo! Fuck him up. You do have a magical sword, right?
Yeah. Mister, all my weapons are magic at this point. Okay, not all of them. I have a lot of weapons, but you know what I mean. All right, so that's 12 points of magical slashing.
Okay.
Trim attack.
Uh-huh.
So 12 and then 24, and then he's prone.
Yeah, so you hit him for the 12, and you go to trip him up with that last hit, and you just swing upward. The skull shatters from your blow. The skeleton falls to pieces, but the two Minotaur skeletons do not appear phased by that.
All right. Minotaurs are pretty big, yeah?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to bring the base, the shield down on this one's kneecap.
Okay.
Having flashbacks to them and trapped in the other dimension. Unfortunately, he's not smart enough to know he's trapped in another dimension.
Damn you, dice.
It keeps its footing.
That's all I got for now.
All right. Elendar?
How far are the Minotaurs from me?
15 feet.
All right. I think I will just start using Guiding Bolt. So, will Guiding Bolt on the left.
Hit.
$19 radiant, and he is glowing profusely green.
He is glowing profusely green. So you take a little bit of chipping off him. Anything else?
Back up 10 feet.
Okay, that puts you in the middle of the pillared hall.
That's fine.
Anything else then?
Nope, that's it.
All right. Well, Shoot It stands up, pulls out his sling, leans over at the door, and begins winding up his sling. And you can all very clearly hear him as he goes, oops, oop, as it cuts out, as he winds up his sling. You can all clearly hear him as he goes, oops. Heberon, does a 7 hit you?
It might hit. The questions doesn't do any damage,
No,
and the answer
off
is
your
no.
armor, and you just hear him go, sorry, as he then moves out of the line of fire. River?
trying to kill you there, Hebron.
So, what are we fighting? 2 undead minotaurs?
Yeah, 2 skeletal minotaurs in the vault. They're in melee with
Ah,
Giuseppe and Hebron.
The kobolds are our henchmen, who are apparently very skaven in that
uh-huh.
they are not smart and treacherous. Their rivals in Dragonblight have sabotaged them.
Uh-huh. I'm going to sick my dragon on the one that Giuseppe's in melee with.
So do you want the left one that he's in melee with that's glowing green, or the right one that's not glowing? They're both in melee.
Uh, let's go with the right one that's not glowing.
Okay.
So I'm
Yeah, Hebron and Giuseppe sort of ran down the middle to take out the big skeletal snake, and now there's got, 2 hulking minotaur skeletons on both sides of them.
All right. So dragon is going to bite the one on the right. That should be a +7.
Well, that hits.
Be a D6, not a D20 damage. I am losing my mind today. So that is 7 non-magical piercing and 1, is it acid? I gotta start writing that down. We'll go with acid.
Okay.
Then I'm going to shoot the one on the left.
All right. Well, the green glow
That's a
does give you advantage on the first shot only.
Numbers. I will eventually remember these numbers. They're only 90% of what I do.
So you had advantage on that if you want to crit fish.
I did, didn't I?
Well, you
I
didn't.
don't think a 3 is a crit.
Hey, 20 hits though.
And 20 non-magical piercing.
That bloodies him.
Then I'm going to do the same thing to him again
All right.
without advantage.
Yep. And you crit him.
That does crit.
He's dead. Yay!
Ooh, I forgot to do dragon reaction. I'm going to put that on this.
Okay.
Where is number? For 33 non-magical piercing and acid.
Yeah, the arrow hits him. The acid, you can see splattering little bits of bone which sizzle as the minotaur collapses into heaps of bone and horned skull.
Wonderful. Mission accomplished. We can all go home now. That is my turn.
All right. Giuseppe. 1 minotaur left.
Well, let's see if we can change that. That's the one in combat with Hebron too, right?
Yes. A miss. Oh, sorry. No, 13 hits. So a hit and a crit.
Okay, so this thing is dead, but I'm gonna roll it anyway. $68 points of piercing and radiant damage.
Yeah, you just obliterate this guy in just your 2 blows. Just thwack, thwap, bowling sound. All the bones go all over the place. You guys are out of initiative.
Yay.
Hooray! Nice job.
Oh yeah, he retreated around the corner by me, right?
Yeah.
Deck save.
Huh?
Sacred flame.
Ah.
That set him on fire.
Yeah, he fails.
Well, roll damage. So you hear him say, "Hooray! Nice job!" Ah! As he burns to death next to Elendar.
I don't know what happened, guys. He just busted into flames.
Yeah, spontaneous combustion. That happens to kobolds every now and again.
Really? Huh. I didn't know that. I thought they only combusted if dragons were around.
All right, let's loot the bodies and see what we can find.
Well, there are bones all over the floor of what remains of the bodies. They didn't have any like actual equipment. The axe that the Minotaur hit you with was also made of bone. Like it was multiple bones formed into an axe shape.
Oh, wow.
Does it have an obvious head, like a skull?
The Minotaurs do. The snake skull shattered when it was killed.
Oh, damn it, Hebron. Damn.
I'll take the Minotaur
Hebron
skulls.
didn't hit it. It was up by the ceiling, but when he dealt that final blow, the skull just shattered of its own accord.
Yeah. Well, okay. Still would have been a great trophy. Yeah, well.
That would have been.
So is there anything else in this room of stuff?
Well, just the racks of gleaming scimitars, serpent-shaped helms, suits of scale mail. Nothing much. Oh, and that shield made from the shell of a giant tortoise on the far wall.
That's pretty cool. We'll just log that though for now.
Okay.
Can we get some identifiers up in here? See if anything's magical. Does anybody got detect magic?
I can tell you tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay. It's not that big a deal.
But yeah, that is all that appears to be in the room, besides all the bones on the floor. So what do you guys do now? After murdering your kobold friends.
Where they both go?
Friendly fire.
I did not kill my kobold friends.
None of us
the
broke our
priest-
promises.
Yeah, none of us. The priest did not know the kobold I befriended. That was not his kobold. That was mine. So
Wait,
He
they're all
didn't-
dead?
yeah.
Yeah, Elendar just burned burned the last one alive.
I watched him
That's why we
attack.
said that's why we said they spontaneously combust.
Wait, what happened to mine?
The lightning bolt got
Lightning
him.
bolt.
He failed to dodge.
Ah,
Yeah.
Remember, and then the other kobold yelled out to Giuseppe, "Got mine, get yours!"
And then he tried to
gotcha.
stab you in the back.
Yeah, he threw a pebble at your armor, and you probably didn't even notice it, but I seen it.
It was such a bad attempt at team killing. It just didn't register to Hebron.
He said oops first, so it was clearly unintentional.
Yeah, he said oops first. Yeah, I know.
I think Hebron's just kind of like used to being shot in the back at this point.
Also, I think the answer to the riddle was literally, "Can I pass?" The answer is a question, and the question, you have three answers. I think it was just, "Can I pass?"
The answer is the question, so the question is the answer.
I should have said 42.
Well, Gilbert just speed ran it, so I didn't get a chance to say anything.
Well, that was the easiest way to deal with it.
My bad.
You know?
All right. Oh no, he's dead. Anyway. Let's go check out the entranceway. Because there's stuff in our field of vision we can't see.
Okay. Yeah, so you walk forward through this large room with the 20-foot ceiling and past it into the entrance chamber with the big bronze doors. And as you get closer, you see these bronze doors actually are each 10 feet wide, so the whole area is actually 20 feet wide. And that there is a small hallway leading off to the east. In front of the doors, there's like these graded floor sections. And do you look down that hall?
Almost assuredly.
Okay. So you can see this hall runs about 40 feet with a door in the north wall about partway down before it opens up into a large chamber where you can see a blood-covered altar in the middle of that chamber. On the far side of the chamber, you can see another doorway that has like a portcullis in it that goes to another room, also lit by some of these magic orbs on the wall.
We'll start with the door.
Okay. So yeah, it's a set of 20, like 10-foot paneled doors. Coiled serpents decorate the metal with a sliding hatch at head height. 4-inch wide holes pierce the base of each door.
I enter using the Hebron special.
Meaning,
I open the door.
okay. So you walk up to the middle of the door. As you walk onto the grating, you can hear hissing about 10 feet below you. And when it catches your attention, you can see that the grates are actually covering like a 5-foot across, 10-foot deep trough that appears to be full of snakes.
Backing off of that, and this is the front doors, so we'll move out of that door in the hallway.
I'm sorry, what?
The door in the hallway.
What about it?
That's the door we're checking out, not the big front door.
So you see some snakes go, I don't want to deal with snakes, and you leave?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll deal with them later.
Sure. Yeah, it is a closed wooden door.
open the door.
As you get close to it, you can just have the smell of incense sort of wafting out around the door.
Oh yeah, definitely knocking the door open.
Okay. You open the door. It wasn't locked. But this one has hinges.
Gasp.
As a haze of incense lingers inside this 15 by 15 foot chamber. Faded murals decorate the walls, and throw rugs and cushions lie scattered on the floor. An engraved chest rests in one corner next to a stone urn covered with snake carvings.
I'd like to investigate the room.
Give me an investigation check.
Guidance?
Yeah.
Oh, you take a look around. And the cushions and throw rugs are of middling quality. You know, the type of stuff that you could easily get in. I'm sorry, just completely blanking on the name of the city of Novozan. And the chest looks to be like a standard chest. It has a keyhole on the front. The odd thing was the stone urn. It's about 4 feet tall, and it looks like it'd be pretty heavy. And as you're kind of moving about it, you kind of hear and feel almost like there is something inside of there shifting around. So what do you guys do?
Internet ate him again. Gilbert internet ate him.
Yeah. Well, there's still 3 of you.
So,
So, what are we doing?
do we go book the moving thing?
Yeah, let's do
What was the thing shifting around in?
No, everyone's back.
No, welcome back.
Okay. I went to investigate the room. You got all of like 3 syllables in, and then my internet fucking died.
Well, as I said, the pillows and the throw rugs are of middling quality, like you would be able to find in any market in Novozan. They aren't especially good. The 2 elements that are really interesting are the chest, which has a keyhole in the front, and the stone urn, which is 4 feet tall and looks to be rather heavy. As you're moving about the room, and especially near the urn, it does like rock a little bit, and there's some noise coming from it that would sort of indicate to you that there is something inside the urn. It looks like it has a stone lid covering it, though.
Poke, poke.
So you just tap on the urn.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hear like the rattle 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 as if something's pushing up against the lid but is unable to lift it off.
Anybody in there?
Another surge towards the lid, a little bit more rattling.
Hmm.
Anyone have detect magic?
Can tomorrow.
Wait. Is this like a magical rattling, or is this like someone stuck inside rattling?
This is like something inside trying to push the lid off of it, but is not strong enough to.
Oh. Well, Hebron likes to live dangerously. He'll pop the lid.
Okay. Yeah, the lid is quite heavy, weighing you would estimate 25 pounds as you lift it up. As soon as you like just crack it open, it blasts off, and as a large cloud begins forming out of the urn. A face forming in the cloud looks at you, and with an almost silent roar begins rushing towards you, before coming to an abrupt stop as it appears to still be stuck to the stone urn. Its hands kind of waving as if to claw at you, but unable to actually reach you.
Huh. I'm gonna pick up the lid. And we're just gonna use that as a shield and push it back inside.
All right, make a strength athletics check. It is going to contest it. As you push back against it, it's feeble push back as it tries to like claw at you around the edge of this lid until eventually you seat it back down, and you just hear more rattle, 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 thud, rattle, 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 rattle.
All right, so we're definitely taking this. All right. We'll pick up that chest too.
Okay. The chest just weighs a couple 100 pounds, like 200 pounds. It's not terribly hard.
God damn, no, that's heavy compared to what I got. Did someone pick the lock? I assume it's locked.
You have not attempted.
Someone here good at picking locks?
I mean, Giuseppe can.
I also can, but Giuseppe's probably a little bit better at it.
I mean, I have a +10 with these tools.
Well, Giuseppe,
Oh,
pick
so
that
do I.
lock. Or River. What one of you picked the lock?
All right, well, Giuseppe, give me a Thieves' Tools check. Yeah, you probe it with your Thieves' Tools, finding the lock to be well greased and well maintained, and you just easily find the bits you need, and you give it a twist, and it makes a clicking sound.
Mister?
Say again?
You have done the lock. It has been toggled.
Yeah. I opened the chest or whatever it is.
It's locked.
So it wasn't locked, and I locked it.
Correct. No, I told you no one had attempted anything with the chest yet.
Why did? Let me unlock it. Then
All right.
I have to roll
Another
again,
Thieves'
don't I?
Tools check.
Now I'm gonna fail this one, y'all.
That would be funny. You lock it like every other roll's terrible. You just can't manage to unlock it. But no, you just slip in there. You recognize the lock. You've done it before. Click. The chest is unlocked.
I open it.
All right. You open it, and you can see that it contains a bed of 200 gold pieces, a dagger in a gold scabbard embossed with a scene of stampeding jungle animals, and a black leather
Ooh.
quiver embroidered with a quartz-studded star map.
Magic gear. Magic stuff.
Mhm.
Hey, Elendar. You got your identify handy?
Identify.
So what are you identifying?
I'll hold it.
All right, well, you spend 10 minutes. You poke the dagger, and while it is a ceremonial dagger in shape, it actually has no magical properties. Poke the quiver, another 10 minutes go by. It is also just a mundane quiver. You pick up the first piece of gold and spend another 10 minutes, and it's a mundane piece of gold. You then pick up the second of 200 pieces and spend another of the party's 10 minutes.
I'm waiting for them to notice.
Well, Gilbert might have dropped out halfway through that.
It'll be a long day.
Yeah.
I mean, Elendar's the one putting in the work. I don't mind waiting.
I mean, it's basically
Fine.
a whole day.
Yeah, I can find a boot to go play fetch with my Drake with.
It's actually, it would take 33 hours to identify individually every coin.
Comp check? Yes.
Oh, we
there's
can hear him
Gilbert.
now.
Good God, what the fuck is going on? It's snow. It's not even snowing that much anymore. Okay. So you identified a bunch of stuff. Was any of it magic?
Well, I'm 1% of the way through the coins right now. We've been standing here
God.
for 40 minutes.
Because you said you wanted him to identify everything. So he picks up a coin, spends 10 minutes guessing identify. Nope, it's a mundane coin. Sets it aside. Grabs a second one.
Smart ass.
No, they're just some mundane art objects.
All right. Loot and scoot. Let's
Okay.
head into the sacrifice room.
That seems presumptuous of you. Oh, wait, no, this actually is labeled the sacrificial chamber. Never mind.
Presumptuous, but right.
As a blood-stained altar stands in the middle of this room, it has shackles bolted to its top and niches carved into its side. Housed in each niche is a human skull. Grooves run down the altar to gutters on the floor, allowing spilled blood to drain into the walls. Clay urns overflow with wet bones and gore. Also to the north is a closed wooden door. Forgot to put that in the description.
I collect the skulls.
Okay.
They must be laid to rest, as is appropriate.
Sure.
They'll burst into flames, start cackling and shooting.
No. What do you think
I-
this is?
We'll pick them up, put them in the bag.
All right.
Is that a set of bars I see?
Yeah, it's a portcullis that I described before.
Gotcha. Is there an obvious way to open it?
Well, there is a bronze lever right next to it, set into the wall.
We'll toggle that.
Okay. So you go over, you toggle it. Nothing seems to happen.
I toggle it again.
Okay, toggle it again. Back to the up position. Nothing seems to happen.
All right, I cut the bars down to the portcullis with my adamantine sword.
Okay. Well, it just takes you a few minutes. There's no sense in rolling. They're just bronze, after all. As you cut it down. Revealing a 20 by 25 foot room. The stench of sweat fills the humid air here. A chained hook lies over 4 grates set into the floor. To the north, a faintly glowing stone disk covers the floor of an otherwise empty alcove. Carved onto the top of this disk is a serpentine symbol. Iron manacles dangle from hooks along the southern wall. The stench of fecal matter, sweat, and blood is just oppressive here.
Hmm. Anyone alive in here? Check out the room.
Okay, give me an investigation check. A quick kind of looking over into each pit does not reveal any prisoners.
Gotcha. Guidance?
Yes.
So yeah, you look about the room. Each pit is covered with what looks to be like a 600-pound circular iron grate. And the pits have water in them. Not enough to drown anybody, but like 3 feet deep. Enough so that, if they want to sit down, they'd be nearly up to their head in water. But other than that, you don't see anything of note in the room, besides what was already described.
Mm-mm. What's that disc?
It is a disc similar to the one you saw in that alcove in Rosnisi's throne room. It appears to have a serpentine-like symbol carved onto the top of it. There
Is like a
is
hatch?
more. You don't think it's a hatch. It doesn't look like it's movable. There is a Dwemer of magic to it, however.
Oh. Okay. Ooh, anyone want to step on that first?
I can poke it and cast Identify on it.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Is that what
Poke
you
it and
do?
cast Identify.
All right. Yeah, you poke it. Do your identify chant. And identify tells you that this is a teleporter, and that if you step onto it while saying a command word, you will be teleported to the appropriate receiving station. It, however, does not tell you what the command word is.
Hmm. Well, I relay that to Hebron. It looks to go somewhere, but requires a passphrase of some sort to indicate the destination.
Okay. Let's fuck around with that later. Let's go to the door on the north end of the human sacrifice room.
Okay. So, yeah, there's a door here. You're just opening it?
Yep.
All right, you open it, revealing a 25-foot wide, 25-foot deep pentagonal room with a stone basin in the middle, steam rising from it, and you can see that it is filled with a viscous black and purple liquid. Chained up above the pool, like one arm to each of the walls and the legs kind of left dangling above the pool, is a dead Yanti. It looks like its sides were just sort of torn open and it was allowed to just like bleed out into this pool while suspended there.
Mm-hmm. So this definitely looks like some kind of Yanti occultism, yeah.
This looks like torture.
Yeah, but it's the pool. It's like right outside of a, room for human sacrifice.
And you can have a pool in a torture room.
Where do you think they do the waterboarding?
Based on the description, I don't think that's what that is. Can I see anything at the bottom of the pool?
Do you walk up to it and look down into it?
Yeah?
Okay. So you go up to it and look down at it. And at first it looks like it's only like a basin maybe 2 feet deep. But then you see that the bottom fades away and it seems to keep going down and down and down until like
Oh
just this
god,
darkness.
it's a cult.
And then you see this ghostly shape start to take form in the depths of this pool. This large, like 5-foot diameter snake's head just seems to be glaring up at you out of the pool.
I glare back.
It then opens its maw, revealing rows of teeth, including 2 big poisonous fangs, as if inviting you to jump in.
I'll simply raise my sword aggressively at it. Actually, I have a spear. I shall throw that at it.
Okay, so you take your spear and you hurl it into this pool to strike at this face. The spear pierces the water, hits the bottom of the pool, and kind of clatters, floating there. The disruption to the water, the ripples it forms, destroying the image. And you see only this pool as the water begins to settle. Your spear's kind of sitting at the bottom of the pool now.
I take my spear back.
Okay. As you reach in and come into physical contact with the liquid, I will need a wisdom saving throw from you as you grab the spear.
Is this from a spell?
No. It is magical in nature, but it is not a spell. So you take 7 points of psychic damage, and I require you to roll.
Before you
So-
can, I take it that fails.
That does fail, yes. You indomitable that?
Indomitable.
Okay, well then go again.
For
Well,
I am indomitable.
indeed, you pass and take only 3 points of psychic damage, as you can just feel like tug, like think like someone dragging like a fang across your mind. Doesn't penetrate, just scratches. You take 3 points of psychic damage then. Do you continue looking at the pool as the water begins to even out again? Yes? No? What you doing?
No. I don't think I can kill whatever is appearing in the water. Or believe me, I would try.
You could always jump in. It's clearly inviting you to do so.
Yeah, into its maw. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'd 100% jump into something's maw to slay it, but like, this is clearly occult bullshit. And Hebron is not about to baptize himself in that filth.
Really, the giant temple with the big blood pool didn't give away that this might be a bit culty.
Hey man, I'm the one who said it was a cult. They said it was waterboarding. Yeah. Yeah, let's leave. It's bad, man. Let's leave.
Okay.
Let's go back to the stone disc. Unless anyone else has something that they want to do in here.
I got nothing.
You're a shit
Alright.
show. I just show up with a shovel.
Okay, fair enough. I will take us back to the stone disc.
Okay. You walk back into the prison. There's a stone disc that does have a Dwemer of magic to it with a serpentine-like symbol carved into it.
I will stand on it and say, "Throne room."
Okay, give me an Arcana check. Hmm. Gilbert disappears. Well, Hebron disappears. Roll a d4. So, Hebron, so everyone sees Hebron just disappears. He stands on there and says throne room. Hebron, you find yourself looking at a different room than the one you just left. You're facing the room. A fountain of cool water bubbles on the floor ahead of you, and the scent of lilies fills the air. Silken drapes drift lazily in the heat, and archways open into shaded booth, heaped with cushions and trays of sugary smelling sweets. On the far side, on the opposite side of the fountain from you, is a small hallway, which you can clearly see leads to the Temple of Blood.
Huh. Okay, I'll step out of the alcove and head out that door then.
Well, it's like a portcullis. There is, in fact, a bronze portcullis. They're similar to the one in the prison.
Cut it down.
Okay. Give me a. No, actually, wait. No, you got the adamantine thing. Never mind. Yeah, you just cut it down.
I'm gonna shout back to the party. Hey guys! Come around the long way. I'm back in the room full of blood.
Well, it seems to take him there as best I can tell indicated. I'll step on the teleporter and say wherever he went.
Okay, give me an Arcana check. And then roll a d4.
I was really hoping to be a 2, so we didn't know the other things.
So, yeah, you step on there and disappear from in front of River and Giuseppe, having said right where he went. And you appear, Elendar, on the disc at the top of the balcony overlooking the whole temple. And you can see Hebron off to the south there by the side entrance. And Hebron, you can clearly see Elendar having emerged from the onto the balcony up there.
Ooh, that's how that bastard did it. That's cool. Come on, the rest of you, let's go.
You have to say the same words like this, and I'll go onto the teleporter with my drake and say throne room.
Okay. Make an Arcana check.
The Arcana.
As you appear in the throne room.
Well, Giuseppe, it's your turn.
What?
Well, people have been stepping onto that pad and yelling out a destination and disappearing. You're the only one left in the room.
Okay, Giuseppe went. Okay, tell me where everybody went first.
Well, Hebron stepped onto the pad and said throne room and disappeared. And then you heard a few moments pass by, and then Hebron yelled out to, come on and do the same thing, join him. So Elendar stepped onto the pad and said wherever he went and disappeared. And then River stepped onto it and said throne room and disappeared.
Okay, so I'll step on it and say throne room.
Give me an Arcana check.
Telefrags River.
Then roll me a d4.
Get that 4, get that 4. It's the only place we haven't been.
No, we haven't been 3. Oh, I suppose we don't know if 3 or 4 is throne room.
You appear right behind Elendar on the balcony overlooking the whole temple.
I don't think this is the throne room.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
So now we have to walk back. Fuck.
No, we're at the end there anyways.
Oh,
Let's just save this a little bit.
there's this thing called gravity, shoves Giuseppe. No, I'm kidding.
I'm gonna go check out his. What is this? Like a back room at a bar?
The harem. Have you never seen a harem before?
I'm Gilbert. I'm a good boy. Alright, I'm gonna check it out for loot.
Okay. Give me an investigation check as you begin flitting through the harem and the things there.
Well, now I feel like some kind of vandal.
You're not a vandal, you're a pervert. It's different.
So as you begin looking through, you realize that there were certain jeweled objects kind of left around, presumably so that the occupants would wear them to be enticing. And as you go through the rooms, you collect a white gold tiara made from 2 intertwining serpents with topaz eyes, worth 750 gold pieces. A jade trinket box shaped like a fly trap with curling golden leaves, worth 250 gold. And 2 golden cobra candlesticks, worth 75 gold apiece.
All right, put the loot in the sack. Take the sack out of the room. Just a bunch of useless treasure, guys. No 500 gold piece diamonds. And rather than, like, actually walk, I'm just going to go and use the teleport pad. Throne room.
Okay, make an Arcana check. And a d4. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. As you find
Uh-huh.
yourself, Hebron, in another place you haven't been before. Shadows dance over this opulent bedchamber. Cushions lie in one corner, and decorative shields line the walls. Treasures are heaped around the room. Gold and silver coins, a gilded harp, a jeweled wine flask, pillows of silk, and fine clothing draped over wooden mannequins. To the west, a rectangular steel plate mounted on the wall is polished to a mirror-like sheen.
Well, found his treasure hoard. Is there a door?
You don't see one. Hang on. This isn't the room you're looking at.
Mm-hmm. No door, you say?
No door.
Somehow, Hebron doubts this. Given the suspiciously, alcove-like alcove.
Okay.
I want to stab it with my sword.
Okay. So you walk up, and you stab with your sword. Your sword's going easily through it, as this, in fact, is a wooden wall that was made to look like stone. And River, you're in the throne room when all of a sudden a sword tip just spears through the wall on the north face of it to the left of the throne. And you can just see the sword come back and forth as he sort of cuts his way, cutting like an oval through the secret door there. Eventually revealing that, yes, there is in fact a path to the throne room from this.
Hey guys, I found his bedroom and his hoard of loot. River?
Hmm?
Hoard of loot?
Not at the throne room.
Yes.
So is Gilbert.
Oh,
I cut the wall open, revealing the room.
okay. Well, in that
Okay.
case, that's something I missed. I am going to go loot the place.
Yes, yes. Guys, there's loot this way.
So, how do Elendar and Giuseppe get down from the balcony?
I step on the teleporter.
Okay, do you say anything?
Yeah, back the way I came.
All right, make an Arcana check.
Appears in bedroom.
No, roll a d4. You find yourself back in the prison.
All right.
I will try to teleport out of here. I will say throne room.
Okay, make an Arcana check. And roll a d4. You also end up in the prison.
Didn't we just leave this party? What the hell?
Yeah. I heard shouting that way. Let's go that way.
So you guys walk around the manual way to the throne room?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless you want to keep playing the shell game, I don't mind. But yeah, we get back to the party.
Yeah, it just takes a few minutes for you guys to catch up, but eventually you all meet up in the throne room looking at this previously secret door that has just been hacked to pieces by Heberon and his adamantine blade. All that effort to go, they go to conceal these doors, and what does the fighter do? He just breaks it all down.
Well, if he didn't want me to break all his stuff, he should have not killed NPCs that I liked and not have done evil shit that got me to swear a grudge against him.
Speaking of killing NPCs that have brown legs, Elendar, for no particular reason, I'm going to need another scroll of Revivify. We certainly haven't used one already.
Don't you know the spell and have a diamond?
I do, but I only have 2 third-level spell slots.
Oh,
And last
burn
time
through 'em in the
you did
fight.
Revivify, I burned through both, yeah.
Yeah, I can give you my other scroll.
Gracias.
Oh, don't worry,
I mean, I
Slit.
do
They're
have
already aware of what you
considerably
did.
a couple more spell slots than you, so the odds of me having a third or higher available, a little bit higher than you.
Yeah.
But I will have to spend some downtime making a new one because I do not have another scroll after that.
If you have other spells you need, I can spend downtime to make them too.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, not being a wizard class, I'd say the only thing that I think I would really want would be I think, do you have shield? Do
I
you
do
have reaction
not.
shield? Okay. Yeah, then that and Misty Step. I know I'm pretty sure you have Misty Step.
I do not have Misty Step. I have Expeditious
Well, what
Retreat
fucking good
Scroll.
are you?
I'm a ranger. What do you want from me?
I'll have to look over this ranger spell list to see what you have. So another time though. But anyway.
Yeah, he didn't have the time to load up all this loot, so that's why he faked leaving.
Well, we have the time.
But not the helpers anymore.
They would have
Best way
just
is to
gotten in the
split it.
way. say the only really like heavy thing of everything we've established so far is just the suits of armor and then the ingots of bronze. Everything else has been pretty much art objects or, next to weightless for most of us. Does this appear to be the end of the line, Gilbert? Were there any missed paths?
Oh yeah, there's a little bit in the way of missed paths, but
Well,
this is the good shit.
yeah, well, let's not leave any stones unturned.
Well, yeah, I mean, let's find out what's in here first.
Isn't that your job?
Yeah,
Well, what are you
Thunder?
waiting for?
Make an investigation check then if you're looking around the room.
Guidance.
Okay, well, what you find as you look around is a jeweled wine flask worth 50 gold, a bejeweled doublet with matching money pouch worth 75 gold, a fine cloak worth 100 gold, a gilded harp worth 250 gold, 3 large cushions covered in silk worth 25 gold apiece. And when you move one of the cushions, you realize there is a large leather-bound book under it. Let's see, there's also 30, 50 gold piece gemstones of various types in clay urns, 150 platinum pieces in an unlocked wooden chest, and a total of 350 gold pieces, 900 silver pieces, and 1,200 electrum pieces scattered on the floor. And as you're kind of shifting some of the coins around, that pile of electrum shifts, and there, ensconced in pure electrum, is a single 500 gold piece diamond.
And ethical dilemma.
What do you mean, ethical dilemma?
Who gets
Well,
brought back? Actually, we should probably just ask Hannah.
For you, it might be an ethical dilemma. I'm just going to say which one's more useful.
Oh, right, it's been less than 10 days.
I have raised dead.
Do you have gentle repose?
No, I'm not that kind of cleric. We've had this conversation.
Can you be that kind of cleric?
No.
No, I'm the killing kind of cleric. I don't typically worry about making sure people are alive or able to be brought back.
Useless wizard.
No, that's Giuseppe. Anyway,
Indeed. Anyway.
yeah, it looks like he's typing it up.
Well, at least there will be a slightly to the story of these adventurers.
I'm sure they all died, but only half of them stay dead.
You know, something occurs to me. We might all be insane.
Might.
Well, yeah. I don't think normal people with, like, Normal minds become adventurers.
You're not wrong. Normal people don't become adventurers, at least not for very long.
I just kind of realized how insane like any of the Septimus must be that they do this as like a family tradition. Huh. I mean, we have like a deranged murder cat, member of the
It's
CIA, and then
I don't-
Giuseppe who steals people's bodies.
2 members of the CIA.
One of which who
Hebron,
steals
it's
people's
not-
bodies.
It's
Which
not
I-
murder. I don't kill people. I just return corpses to their proper state of being.
Now I'm picturing Elendar and Giuseppe being like some X-Files D&D type shit.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Which one of you's the skeptic?
Neither?
I hunt down the false gods. I represent the Ascetia Order.
Wait, you're Alexander Anderson now? I thought you were Ezio.
The party in one image.
Yeah.
Gilbert, rookie mistake. He's Alexander Auditore.
Heberon's the lamp. Made of metal, and I usually cast light on his helmet, so.
I like it. Well, we got a little shit.
Yep.
All right, let's get out of here.
What
gotta
color is
couple
the the 100 gold piece cloak? What colors is it?
It's actually like a it is not one color, but it's purple up by the shoulders where it would connect, and then it kind of flows to like a deep, almost blood red at the tail.
Dibs.
So it's multicam for a noble court.
I'm a little disappointed in him. We had a big fight, and he didn't even have the good decency to get into his full costume. Shows up in his fucking sweats.
What a bastard.
I mean, it's more like he was wearing like priestly raiment when you attacked him.
Oh, okay. I can
Remember, you
respect
sort
that.
of interrupted him in the middle of a sermon.
Well, the second time.
Yeah. Well, the first time he didn't even know you were here until his pet showed up and was whining about being beaten to hell by some intruders.
Okay,
We
you know what?
should've,
You're right.
like-
You're right. That was a breach of etiquette on our part. We should have like
You
given
should have
him more time to
RSVP'd ahead of
prepare.
time.
We got so excited.
Adventurers don't make reservations. We show up and we get mad when other people aren't ready for us.
Like you
Oh,
should have
God,
you sort
they're
of sent
too
a
ready.
card, like, with like nice calligraphy, dear sir, I hope this letter finds you well, and it is with great privilege and honor that I do hereby declare war upon your ass.
Your name is in my book. All right. Let's head down to that room. I think you said there was like a rickety bridge.
Oh no, it's better than a
Giuseppe.
rickety bridge. It's a giant pit with like a narrow, rickety wooden walkway around the perimeter of the room.
Very cool. Let's go check that out.
All right. So you go out of the throne room, through the fane, down south, and turn to the east, opening the door, being careful because Giuseppe would probably warn you guys about how, it's a narrow, rickety wooden walkway, and he almost wouldn't head over heels over the edge because there's no safety railing. But yeah,
Osha would
yeah,
have
the
an
rickety,
aneurysm if they knew.
the rickety wooden walkway threads around the walls of this deep pit. Foul odors waft up from below, and you can just barely make out, down there in the gloom, thousands of snakes writhing. There is an opening to the east and an opening to the south.
Let's start with the south.
Okay. So you go to the south. Okay. You go to the south. The iron stench of blood hits you before you see this chamber. Along one wall, a row of gore-filled pools sink into the floor. Blood trails and bloody footprints run between the various pools. On the east wall, a closed wooden door.
Hmm. Anything a note amongst it before the door?
Just that some of the blood trails do seem to go there. Here's what the room looks like.
Well, time to go check that room out then.
Okay. You go to that door and you're opening it.
Oh yeah.
All right, you open it. As heat rises from an enormous oval stone set into the floor of this chamber. The floor, you can't even see the floor though, because there is just these soft off, discarded skins just heaped all around it.
Ew. Certified nasty.
Yes. It's like entering
Anything of value in here?
Do you start digging through the skins?
Yes.
Okay, give me an investigation check. And remember, because it's like hot and humid in here, these are all moist.
Guidance?
Yes.
Guidance, wear gloves.
Good thing I have gauntlets.
Yep. Yeah, and as you dig through them,
assistance.
it's just piece of skin after piece of scaly skin. There is nothing of that. It's literally a room of skin.
God damn it. That's what fucking Slaanesh called, isn't it?
And we're done. We're out. We're gonna go check out that east hallway.
Well, like if you think it's nasty, like if you ever watch someone like pick like the skin off the bottom of their feet, imagine a room full of nothing but the leavings of that.
Ugh. For a moment, Heparon's greed overcame his sense of disgust. And then he realized this room is just for shedding skins. So I leave.
All right.
Let's check out that next room.
All right, you go down the hall into a large room that looks to have at one point been catacombs, though these now dank catacombs have since been converted into sleeping quarters, and the walls are lined with alcoves that now serve as nests for various types of Yuan-ti. All of them are empty. Of Yuan-ti. They've got like straw and stuff in them.
Loot their shit.
Okay. Yeah, you take a quick poke through them and find nothing of value. It would appear that they did not store valuables here. And in fact, as you count them and you remember the number of Yuan-ti you had to deal with, you're pretty sure that they were kind of hot bunking these. They didn't actually like claim one permanently.
Hmm. Well,
And there is that closed door to the east. The sound of water on the other side.
yeah, we know where that goes.
As you wish.
Elendar checked it on the way out. Um, yeah, let's go.
So you're leaving?
Oh yeah.
All right. Going back out the secret door or trying to open those front doors?
Do we want to use the front door, guys?
It's up to you. We
Which door
know
did
where the
we?
secret door leads out.
Which door did we
Yeah.
come in through? Because it's only right as adventurers that we kick out the windows on the other side of the building.
We came in the secret door.
All right, then I say we kick out the windows at the front of the building.
Okay. We go to the front of the building, I guess, and push the doors open.
Okay, well, give me a strength athletics check as you walk onto the grates, above the pit of snakes and begin trying to open the giant bronze doors. Yeah, you're able to kind of force them apart, creaking and sliding, but eventually you are able to make it wide enough for you to walk through. And you can see that the wide passage begins to slope upward, and at the far end of it, some like maybe 50 feet away, you can see daylight.
Oh yeah. We'll go check that out.
All right, yeah, you walk with there. Then it's just like a ramp that goes up. You can see sky. And as you come up, you emerge onto a short segment of somewhat cleared but somewhat muddy roadway that leads north right to a water line where you can see a canoe bound up. And you realize that you are on the north side of the central spire of the Citadel area. If you recall, when you chased this boat here the first time, I mentioned that there was that opening that goes down. That's what this is.
Oh.
That was the entrance
Okay.
to the Yuan-ti base. You wisely decided not to just go down there haphazardly.
Yes. Wisely chose. Yeah. That's a thing that we do. Well, let's go steal their boat. Take a bunch of loot and ferry it back to the camp.
So you plan to throw the loot in the canoe and paddle down the river?
Yes.
Okay. Well, it'll take you a few trips. Basically, you will spend the rest of the day doing this.
Oh yeah. And then at the end of the day, we can surprise Hannah.
Surprise! You have to choose which of your favorite companions you have to bring back.
And how far of a trip is it back to town from here?
Greater than 10 days.
It is a significant distance, on the order of a month of travel, or more.
Hmm. Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit far for a forest march.
Yeah. But yeah, you guys ferried the treasure up and out, forgoing the wagons that I mentioned twice, and instead just piling everything into this one canoe, which you paddle back and forth several times. And yeah, night falls. Your loot piled
Right.
up, and what was that?
I said, right. The wagons.
It's a
Don't worry,
ramp
we'll
for
grab the
a
wagons on
reason.
our last trip.
Well, obviously, he mentioned them twice because they're a trap. We're not going to fall for that.
I am on the last trip. That's a perfect way to take a nap while we're traveling.
You didn't think that they got like the giant crates and stuff down here by hand, did you?
That's how we're getting them out, apparently.
I know it's how you're going to get out of there, but
I look, I kind of assumed, kind of like how most dungeons don't account for like bathrooms.
there's a
I
giant
never
river.
really.
Why do you think there's a door to the river just outside of the sleeping quarters?
They like the sound of running water.
The
and it helps them
Hydra
sleep.
sleeps in there.
The Hydra doesn't give a shit.
No, but the Yanti do. 'Cause they're
Exactly.
the Hydra.
With 9 heads, the Hydra might actually give a lot of shits.
Point is, yes. Unlike a lot of people, I do try to keep dungeons somewhat realistic in terms of how the fuck they got shit down there.
Huh. The logistics of this place.
The logistics of this dungeon are adequate for a bunch of abyssal snake cultists.
It's how they lived so
Yeah,
long until they pissed off the wrong set of adventurers, apparently.
Many monsters have made that mistake.
Well, to be fair, most of the adventurers they've dealt with were not level 9 or higher. When they're like level 3 or something, and they show up to here, they get swamped and die very quickly.
Now I'm picturing this in terms of like predation. It's like, yes. I forget the name of the growth curve, but it's this idea that the young would, for certain species, suffer high mortality rates, and then if they survive past a certain point, they reach like a size that nothing in the ecosystem predates on them anymore. And I feel like that is an accurate summary of adventurers.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so you guys do eventually, at the end of the day, get the last load of the loot to your base. Brutaya's happily building coin castles, like sand castles, but made out of coins.
So,
And Hannah's just sort of staring just vacantly at all of this.
which one do we want to bring back?
Yeah, Bag of Nails actually would take you aside. You guys are all coming out. I was like, yeah, Hannah ain't right. There's something wrong with her. She's just been sitting there staring all day.
I think it might be grief and shock.
He's like, well,
I'm-
yes, obviously, but
So, which one do we bring back?
I don't know either of them.
Bag of Nails just looks at you, Hebron, like, what do you mean, which one?
I mean, we have one 500 gold piece diamond. That's what we have, Nails. I don't know how to pick between the two. I don't know them.
He shrugs. I don't know. Ask Hannah. She's the only one who could possibly make that choice.
Good point. So, good God, I just realized that Hebron has no idea what a bedside manner is. eh,
Why do you have an entire manor at the side of your bed? That's a ridiculous place for a giant house.
as delicately as he can, Hebron is going to try to speak with Hannah about the fact that they have this 500 gold piece diamond right here and the ability to bring one fallen companion back from the dead, and that she needs to pick.
Make a performance check.
Don't fuck me, dice.
Aha. She just looks at the diamond, looks at the bodies, looks back at you, and just sort of blinks slowly, one eye at a time.
Insight.
Okay, make your insight check.
If I remember the technical terms correct, that means she's winking, which implies she likes you. That or she's a lizard, I'm not sure.
You think she's still afflicted by the grief and shock of losing them, and asking her to have to choose which one will live and which one will die just seems to have exacerbated it.
I see. Hmm. Hmm. I mean, obviously, we're keeping the bodies in another place. Did either of them have like a journal or anything on them?
Well, not really. One did have a map, though.
Oh, that's neat. It does the map contain directions to solving this quandary?
No, but it does kind of give you the impression that they didn't actually come from Novazon.
Oh, where'd they come from?
They came from the east. They came out of the Koodle group.
I see. Hmm. What roles did they play in the party?
So, based on their equipment, Hannah was some type of rogue. Eric was a fighter, and Owen was a cleric.
Oh, that's easy, Eric.
The fighter, not the cleric?
We don't need 2 clerics.
Always good to have a second cleric.
We need an actual healing cleric.
I heal. Just don't care about them after they're dead, usually.
Additionally, with the stuff we're fighting, the fighter's just going to get killed.
Nah. And it's usually, well, actually, no. If we're gonna talk like social economics, it's usually gonna be the rogue and the cleric that end up in a relationship.
What?
Well, if we had to pick which one she would care about, it'd be the cleric, because it's usually the rogue and the cleric that end up together, not
Is-
the rogue and the fighter.
Hebron's just going to stare at you confused.
Yeah, Hebron, he can fix her, get with the program.
Oh, Greater Restoration. That makes sense.
What? No.
No, I'm saying like usual like D&D comedy trope. Like out of character, like usual D&D comedy tropes, the cleric and the rogue end up being together because it's the sugar and spice.
I see. I see. I see. Okay.
The bad boy and the good girl. That's the usual.
Gotcha. Okay, we'll need to using this arcane method of body selection. I guess we're picking Owen the cleric.
I mean, if we're going to try picking one that she cares about, it's more than likely going to be the cleric.
As we engage in like
Going with like the generic tropes of
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, if you want, I can cast commune and ask my god which one we should bring back.
Actually, yeah, no. Let's get use out of the communion spell. Fuck yeah.
Oh, who's the god of knowledge in your world? Is I remember it's like it's an L, isn't it?
Do you know
So-
the dead?
Knowledge has
dead,
2
yeah.
gods in that domain. There is Tesdana, the good goddess of infamy, and Obor, the evil god of torture.
Well, let's
Yes,
try
I
Obor.
think a long
he
distance call to
doesn't seem
Obar.
like- he doesn't seem like he would know.
He'll specifically tell you which one will result in the worst outcome. Oh no, we got a jaunt. What is it? A Jaunta said, what was the name of the drow companion under? If you have them in the party, they'll eventually try to murder each other.
Viconia?
Yeah. Don't do that.
Well, my guess was going to be beta fish, but
Okay. So, Elendar, are you casting commune?
Oh. Well, I'll have to do it in the morning, but yeah, because I don't have that prepared. So
Okay.
I'll have a long rest first. Maybe Hannah will be a little bit better feeling in the morning.
We should keep a suicide watch. For real.
I mean, I guess if you want, I can prepare Gentle Repose for the other one. Well, I mean, that's a
mean,
lot of spells that I gotta
yeah.
prepare for shit that I don't normally do.
Wait, hold
I
on. What?
mean, you're the
part
healer,
of-
though.
Part of what you're saying was like cut out. What?
I said I could prepare Gentle Repose for the other corpse, But I mean, now we're putting Commune on, Raise Dead, and Gentle Repose. That's 3 spells I'm preparing that I don't like fucking wasting spells being prepared that I got to prepare now.
Well,
Right,
if we
we only
prep
need-
them now and use them, we'll just be dicking around the city for a little bit, so it should be fine.
Yeah.
we only need Raised Dead for a day.
Yeah.
And
I mean, we need
we're
all of these for a day.
Yeah, it's just
probably
a
need
day.
Gentle.
But yeah, then we get attacked by the Yanti reinforcements, and I'm down 3 prepared spells because of this shenanigan and bullshit.
Oh no, you'll
Nope.
be fine.
We're going to be
Besides,
using
you'll just
Raised
hit them
Dead
with
anyways.
another whale.
We're going to be using Raised Dead anyways. That can go more than a day, so we don't have to cast Gentle Repose on them now.
Well, we only have the one, so we have to Gentle Repose one of them.
Right, so let's use communion to figure out which one of them we should bring back first. And then we'll raise them.
Well, I mean, I'll prepare communion, but we'll also, have somebody else talk to Hannah tomorrow
Yeah, I don't. In
instead
hindsight,
of the
it maybe.
freaking awkward teenage mutant ninja turtle over here who doesn't have the best of social skills.
Am I our most social person?
No,
Hebron
actually,
has
I
a-
am. I built a face
Yeah.
cleric.
I
Hebron's
am
just
the-
average.
Oh yeah, technically Giuseppe has better roles, but like Ilindar's personality is actually built around social manipulation. Like he's a spy. So
I'm good at lying and getting into places. I'm an assassin. He's the spy.
Yeah.
I'm the assassin.
Yeah, I take the diplomatic approach to poison the tea, and he sneaks in at night and drinks it, and then realizes it was poison, and then goes and stabs the guy.
Yeah, because poison don't work on me. Literally resistant to poison.
Yeah.
That was the joke. But yeah, so anyway,
We'll just need to keep a suicide watch.
well, yeah. No sharp object, take her shoelaces, yada yada.
Maybe not that invasive, but sure.
We'd dress her in a paper gown if we had one.
I have a lot of paper. I could make one.
Let's not get carried away. So we just have to kind of. Yeah, we just have to finish the long rest and we can do this. Yeah.
All right. Well, are you guys setting a watch?
Yep. Chat order.
Okay.
We'll put Brutaya and Bag of Nails on. What do we want to do? Like
Well, we'll put them on 4th like we normally do.
4th with River?
Yep.
All right. Actually, let's move River up to. Do I have the lowest passive perception out of all of us?
I think so.
Is it
All right.
lower than 13?
No, then you do.
Okay, yeah.
That's
Never mind.
actually funny. The Ranger
Yeah,
has the worst passive.
Oh no, my Drake's is 13. Mine is 18. What is mine?
Oh yeah.
Well,
okay,
what's your perception check?
I don't know. I'm not on that page. Mine is 18.
So yeah, then Gilbert has the lowest.
Yeah. In that case, let's do Elendar, Giuseppe, River, Hebron, Brutaya, Bag of Nails.
So just have them on 4th.
Yeah, they'll be on 4th with me. like that.
Okay. Well, you guys settle in for your long rest. The night passes uneventfully, except for the rain that then starts. It gets heavier and heavier. Come morning, the rain is falling so thick that when you look outside the windows of your structure, you can only see about 20 feet.
Awesome, dramatic, sad rain, perfect for finding out who to bring back and then bringing them back. Extremely dramatic. Elendar Cap.
But you have all had a successful long rest.
Excellent. Hannah's still extremely out of sorts.
Yeah.
All right, Elendar. Use commune. Find out who.
1 second.
And Elendar, it was
doing
overcast like half of
Yeah,
yesterday
yeah,
and
so
all through the night.
Infinity. Yeah, so still have Identify on.
I'm gonna have the Drake try and like bring a stick to Hannah to play fetch and I'll try and cheer her up or something.
Hannah just ignores it. Just resumes her vigil over Eric and Owen's bodies.
Yeah, I got a phone call. I'll be right back.
That's funny. He was about to commune with a god and then gets a phone call.
Hey, so pick that one. What? That one. I'm not even looking at anything. What do you mean?
But the call is coming from inside the house.
Oh my god. It's Brutaya. Brutaya is a god. The suspense is killing me.
Well, is there anything you guys wanted to do while we wait for Ruffles?
Just starting work on the armor. Adding the 4 of them, Brutaya and Bag of Nails, to the armor's artwork and the battle with Rosnisi. we'll put that all along the right pauldron and arm. Working in the details of the quest.
Well, what we can do, depending how long his phone's going to take, so we could call it here and we can start the session with his commune next week.
That works for me.
That could make
I-
sense. But also, we know the moment we call the session, he'll get off the phone. I feel like the odds are 1,000,000 to 1 here.
Never tell me the odds.
All right, she's okay.
Ah,
There
That's
we
better.
go. There, I fucking knew it.
What? I literally just picked my headset back up. What?
No,
What are we
well,
talking about?
I was saying that, if it looks like it's going to be a while, we can always just call the session and begin next week with your commune.
Gilbert
then you
said
came
as soon
back.
as we had the session, you're going to get back from your phone call.
And then
then you came
immediately
back.
after that, you said that you're back.
No, my friend was calling. It's because of the snow. She needed somebody to talk to her while she was driving home. She was
Hmm.
almost home too. That's why I was kind of just laughing. It's like you're 2 minutes from home. Why are you calling me now? You basically made it. But yeah, she closed up the bar early because it was bad weather.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind calling it here because then I can, think about how Lindar would try to get Hannah to snap out of her PTSD, and then thinking of how to question an evil god to avoid the monkey paws with yes or nos.
Right.
I might appreciate some time pondering how to
That's fair.
get
That's
those
fair.
queries
Yeah, commune
thoroughly.
requires 3 yes or no questions.
Yeah, exactly. So it's gonna be the figuring out which marble's the heaviest with those questions.
Okay. Well, then I think we can call it here. After your long rest, you guys are all fully refreshed.